So as we start getting ready this morning to take off, Ian has just put in our next destination, which is Tiger Safaris in Chirundu. We take one last look at our beautiful view out there, and we get ready to leave Mana Pools after 3 glorious weeks and head off to our next destination. And here we go. Goodbye, Mana Pools. Until next time. And so we leave Mana Pools and we are on the dirt road. It's quite a long dirt road back to the main gate entrance into Mana. When we get to that gate and we do all of our checkouts, we will then be turning right and heading down to Chirundu, which I think is around about, don't quote me on this, but around about 40 kilometers. And then we will be stopping off there for tonight. So this road is going to take us probably 4 or 5 hours. And we don't know what state the Chirundu road is, but hopefully we're going to be pleasantly surprised. But it's early, so we've given ourselves enough time to be able to get there at a reasonable hour and certainly in time for sundowners this evening. Back over the riverbed again, back over the riverbed again as the bridge is broken. So we are back at the main entrance gate to Mana Pools, where we're now going to just re-inflate the tires. Ian is re-inflating the tires. As you know, we always let down our tires on sand roads, and he is just going to re-inflate them before we carry on with our drive today. So we actually did some pretty good timing this morning. It only took us just over 3 hours to get from Nyamepi camp to the main Mana gate. The first section to the broken bridge was not too bad, but from then back to the main gate was about a maximum of 15 to 20 kilometers an hour. Hey babe? It was really not great. But we are now back at the gate. You know, something that is really what we have learned with driving trucks and trailers. You know, when you've got a trailer on the back of your car, the car obviously can take a lot more of a hammering. But you kind of forget about what's going on in the back of that trailer, because it's all closed up and you can't see the amount of bumping around and the amount of shaking about that's going on. But when you drive these trucks, you have to go really slow, because you can hear it, you can feel it, you can see it. So just a word of advice, just always keep in mind, just because your trailer is at the back, sorry about this hair blowing everywhere, just because that trailer's at the back and you can't hear it or see what's going on in there, just take it easy with that trailer, because it's going through a pounding. It really is, and you really get to see that with the truck. And we are back on the tar road on our way to Chirundu this afternoon. So far the road is fantastic. Just catching up to Brutus in front of me there. Unfortunately, as you know, we don't have a trailer, so we're both driving. It's a question we get asked quite a lot. But it was a case of we either can our trip to Zimbabwe or we both just drive. So, okay, I said the road was good too quickly. But anyway, let's see. I'm sure it's going to be okay. And it's not too far. Oops, see Daisy to Chirundu. But yes, coming back to the trailer, it was either a case of can Zimbabwe or we both drive around Zimbabwe, following each other, and we do communicate with each other. We've got really great little radios, so we chat to each other on the radio. I'm sure though secretly my husband is enjoying the peace and quiet that he gets in his big truck. Well, the road has not improved any. In fact, it's very difficult to know where the road is, and there's so many trucks coming in and going out to and from Zambia. But this is the national road, which is pretty non-existent. So we have arrived at Tiger Safaris this afternoon, and look at that. That is the Zambezi River, upstream now from Mana Pools, and this is Tiger Safaris. They have all these beautiful chalets along the banks of the river and this beautiful, beautiful grass. And let me show you, this is our chalet for tonight. They have a winter special on, guys. It's really, really great. And let me show you inside. The little veranda has another table and chair eating area. This unit we have has 3 bedrooms. So a little dressing table over there, 2 single beds, but we'll soon get rid of those. It is a fishing lodge, please keep in mind. And then look at this lovely bathroom that we have. Let me put the light on so that we can get a better view. There's a shower and a toilet and a basin, and it's really well done. If you come back out, yes, the beds need to change. And if you come out here, there's another bedroom next door. And there's another bedroom in there. And then look at this absolutely fantastically equipped kitchen. I can't get over how beautifully done this kitchen is, how nice it is, and it even has a little scullery as well. So a big fridge. So this is us for tonight. This is our view for tonight. Look at that. How beautiful is it? Look at this. This is right at the reception of the lodge. She has 2 little barbecues there. And as the sun sets again over the Zambezi River, we have the privilege of being able to watch it in this beautiful place. And we're going to have some dinner here, but I just wanted to show you the bar area, which is right behind me, and then the pool area as well, and they even have a place for kids to play. And just to end the day, there's a hippo munching up on the lawns. So he's come up from the river and he's walking along in front of the chalets, and he's munching away at the grass, the nice green grass. Well, good morning, good people. We are on our way to the border to cross out of Zimbabwe and cross into Zambia. So let's see how long this is going to take us and how easy this crossing is going to be. So we are sitting at the Zambian border trying to get through. It's quite a process, and there's a lot of different little places. You need to go into this one place and get Interpol clearance and this clearance, and Then you come out. Now we're in a line to be checked, the trucks to be checked, and only then I think do we go through. But what's interesting is that the Zimbabwe and the Zambian border, they do everything together. So when you clear one side, you clear the other at the same time. It's not into different buildings. So that's quite interesting. Anyway, we have a helper, thank goodness, who is showing us the ropes, because it's not a simple procedure. It's all over the place. And we are hoping that we will get through this quite quickly. Here is our Brutus. He has been sat at the Zambian border now for about 3 hours and counting. The paperwork is quite significant for a big truck, so it's certainly not an easy task to bring this truck into Zambia. So welcome to Wabi Lodge. This is our place of slumber this evening at this beautiful lodge, which is on the banks of the Kafui River. Some of the wildlife you can expect to hear, and they welcomed us as we arrived. And there is another one as well. Look at that. Been wanting a good picture of the guineas. Now we finally got one, and a peacock. This is our lovely room for tonight. Coffee and tea station there. And this is our beautiful room. Thank you so much. You're welcome. And this is our view out here. Let me open up and show you. Beautiful beds. I love the headboards. A nice desk. Nice place to put your luggage on. Sorry about the shopping bags. And a lovely place to sit outside on the banks of the river. There's a monitor lizard right outside our room. It's climbing up the tree. Look how well camouflaged he is. And there he goes. Look back from the other side, looking toward the restaurant and the bar over there. So tonight Ian is going to try for the first time ever, what is it? Turn it this way. It's called a Mosi beer. It's a Zambian beer. So babe, do your little tasting and tell us what it tastes like.
Tastes like beer.
Okay. And?
It's all right.
It's okay?
Yeah.
How does it compare to St. Louis from Botswana?
You don't want to answer that.
It doesn't?
No.
So St. Louis still the tops.
Thank you.
But Mosi is okay?
It's fine.
It's quite dark, hey?
It's quite dark.
So as you walk into the lodge, you have this beautiful area with a lovely big swimming pool and a lovely big seating area and a dining area. And at the back we have the bar. The barman's waiting to serve us our sunset drinks. And you have a lovely lounge area up here as well. And look at that, another beautiful sunset. This time not over the Zambezi, but over the Kafui River. How's that for an evening? We're having our sundowners with the managers this evening, who are wonderful people, and we're so grateful to them for having us and allowing us to stay here and showing us their great hospitality. And that is our view. So we have just left Wabi River Lodge this morning after a wonderful stay there with the most wonderful people. And a huge shout out to them. Thank you so much for accommodating us and your great hospitality. It was really fantastic, and we had a great time chatting with you and getting to know you a little bit, and seeing your stunning lodge as well. So thank you so much for having us. We are now on our way back to Chirundu, and then we are heading off to Livingstone. It's about 500 kilometers, so it's going to be a long day on the road today, but we pray for traveling mercies. And I am following on behind Brutus. So that's our day. What have you got planned for today? So this is Chirundu on the Zambian side. It is only 8 o'clock in the morning, and it is hustling and bustling already. Very, very busy little town here. There's a shop right here and some garages, and it looks like you can basically get anything from here. We are out of town and on the main open road, which is fantastic road. Really good condition. The scenery around is beautiful. There are a lot of trucks though, and I've never seen so many truck stops along the way either. So I think it's definitely one of the main ports, but the scenery is stunning. So we are now in Livingstone on the Zambia-Zimbabwe border, and we are staying at the Victoria Falls Waterfront Resort in a camping spot there for last night and tonight, and we are on our way now. Oh, look at the donkey cart. We are on our way now to the Victoria Falls on the Zambian side to have a look and see from this side how the falls look. So we have just entered into the falls. They've got all these beautiful statues along here. Then look at this statue here. Oh, it's moving. This, I think, is just adorable. Look how tiny this baby baboon is. Look how tiny this baby baboon is. Look at that. Gosh, it's tiny. How close they get to the baby baboon. Mommy's not at all worried. It's unbelievable. She's just sat on the pathway, letting us walk right past her baby. That's phenomenal. So we now have our raincoats because apparently it's a lot of water. So babe, do you think we're going to get quite wet in there? Or do you think we were just, you think it's fairly wet? Site map of the Victoria Falls from this side. The magnitude of the amount of water is absolutely incredible. You can hardly see, there's so much, what do you call it? Smoke that thunders. There's so much spray. You can hardly see the actual falls. My word, I've never ever seen the falls with so much water. You can hardly even see it. So we've now got our rain jackets on because it's getting wetter and wetter by the minute, and we're going to carry on down the falls. My children would be very proud of me to know that I walked across this bridge, and I'm about to walk across this bridge once more. It's definitely not my thing, but here goes. There's a big bridge across there, but wow, it's pouring rain from the falls. We made it across that bridge, and we are walking through the little forest along the falls. Well, we look like two drowned rats. The only pair of closed shoes that Ian has got are now literally absolutely drowned, but we'll put them out to dry. And we have just visited the falls, and oh my gosh, it is splendid. And I hope that you enjoyed the video. So this is from the resort that we're staying at. That's the falls over there, and we are on the Zambezi River here. There's lots of boats. You can take a boat trip if you want to, but gosh, there's so much water. And here's our Brutus all set up in our campsite. Beautiful campsite, right on the edge of the, we think this is like a national park area. A big electric fence. Not that that stops the baboons. They have already jumped over the fence. But this is us, and this is where we are tonight again.